Some team who did have some big plays is the Illinois Fighting Illini. Okay, Luke Altmaier, 22 for 31, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hank Betty went 128 yards on 8 catches, 25-yard rushing touchdown as well for Hank Betty. This was a really good win. They won 45-19 against Duke. That's a we're here statement from Illinois, right? I mean, they have an easy schedule in the Big Ten out of almost anybody, right? They are primed to make a run the rest of the way. I think they will. I think they're set up really well to go in and win games. They have Ohio State coming to town. That's their biggest game. In a few weeks, I think I want to say October, November, somewhere around there. I cannot wait for that game. I think that's going to be Illinois' opportunity. Like Indiana played Ohio State last year, and it was a big game. That's another big game, kind of along the similar lines where like Indiana wasn't that good. Indiana just had a good record, easy schedule. They were good enough to beat the teams that they played, but not good enough to scale against really good teams, right? I think Illinois is probably in a very similar situation. I think you kind of see the same season play out for them from here on out, especially with such a big win over a pretty good Duke team. I mean, I think Duke is a team that could kind of compete for an ACC, kind of be around an SMU level, like be around a 3 or a 4. I think, or I'd say probably 4 or 5, because I think you got 3 that have kind of broken away. Florida State, Miami, and Clemson, who are the big 3 that have always been in that conference. So I think they'll be around an SMU level. I like Darian Mensah, but he was very, very turnover prone today. He had he had 2 touchdowns, 334 yards, 23 for 34 through the air, but he had an interception and he had 2 fumbles. I mean, you got to learn to hold on to the football. I know it's probably the defensive line getting in there or something, hitting him while he's throwing it. It isn't completely his fault, but I mean, Duke has got to limit the turnovers. I do want to shout out to Andrew Anthony's because he's a former Michigan Wolverine. So he did have 5 catches, 58 yards with 2 touchdowns. He looked pretty good. But Duke has just got to get the turnovers cleaned up. I mean, that was horrible. If they can get that turned off, I think that they'll be a team that can maybe possibly compete for the ACC. I think if they would have won this game, they could have for sure competed for the ACC. But it's going to be a little bit iffy now, kind of rough looking into conference play. But again, I mean, you look across the conference, yeah, Florida State's good, but SMU just lost to Baylor in a horrible way. So, we'll see. I think Duke's going to be pretty good. I just think they need to clean up the turnovers, right? I mean, it seems simple, but I mean, you watched Notre Dame last year. They won so many games because they could turn over the ball. It was like something you expected to not work one of these games, but it never didn't work until the national championship game. But I mean, just a crazy good win for Illinois. I really like what they're building over there. I think they're going to be really good. They could very easily compete for a playoff spot. I think they're going to be ranked top 10 now. We'll see where they go from here. But that was a huge win for the Fighting Illini. They're primed for a big run to the college football playoff and through the Big Ten this year. Can't wait to see what Brett Bielema can do for that team.